You'll hear when your face starts to contort into the sound of metal. Alright, welcome everybody. This is Grant with Grant Us Guitar. Today we're going to be doing a thrash metal riff using the 12-bar blues as usual. This guitar is tuned to C sharp standards, so you're gonna sound like this. So get tuned, try something new with your life, and let's get ready to rock and roll. So here's a riff. It's gonna use the E minor. We're gonna start with these octaves. So if you hit the E, I'm referring to the string as E. So all the note sticklers. You're gonna have to get used to that. So my low string, my E string, I'm gonna hit that along with the 7th fret. This is the octave. You can get some cool octave riffs from that. And then I'm going to be using this blues note, which would, or you could call it harmonic, depending on how strict you are. So 6th fret, I'm gonna hammer on. So I'm going to hit the string, not hit it again with my right hand, and then just use the existing inertia of the string to keep the note going. And I'm going to go to the 5th fret on the D string and return back to 7 on the A string. So this is going to be open, and when I hit the palm mute, it means I'm going to take this fleshy part of my hand, I'm going to rest it against the bridge, so it's going to be making contact. If it sounds like this, you have failed. If it sounds like this, you are not trying hard enough. So you'll hear when your face starts to contort into the sound of metal, that you'll know where the sweet spot is. It's like here, ew. So when your face contorts there. So to do that, you kind of have to flick your wrist out. You kind of see I'm exaggerating it, but I'm lifting up. And when I'm switching the strings, I'm actually going down, 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 down. Hammer on, down, and then up. Hammer on, down. And then my tag, so I usually would do like 3 of the same thing in a row. So I'm going to add this note on here, which would be the E minor blues scale. So we have 8th fret on the D string, 7th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the D string. So that's my first group of 3. This is called a sequence. So the notes I'm gonna hit, da, 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 da. So I'm gonna do a group of 3. So I start from 8th fret, go down 3. Then I'm gonna go back up 1 note, and then go down 3 more, and then back 1 note, down 3. And then since this note, we call this part of our Harmonic Minor series. Mostly it'll be like that classical that Yngwie kind of sound. But it's cool because it's super close. It's a half step away from our root. So when I resolve it, it's going to sound sick. So you have I'm kind of giving it a swap. Yep, and if you're new here and you don't know that I pick weird like Eddie Van Halen, yep, using the middle finger. The middle finger. So I'm going to switch to the A string. I'm going to palm mute that, and I'm going to change up the riff a little bit, right? So I don't just keep doing the... Could do that, and that's one way you can modulate the same motif when you're playing. But what I did was I changed it to give it... So I gave it a 5 on the G string to the 6, hammer on there, 7 on the D, 5 on the D. We said that harmonic or diminished sort of riff. I'm going to be doing these sequences, but I'm going to do it with these notes. So these notes before I show you, so it's 8, 5, 7, 4, 6, 3. So it's always these. So I'm going to sequence these, right? So I'm going to go down 3. So it's my first group of 3. Back up the scale, down 3, back up, down. I guess that's down 2, I guess. And to get it faster, I'm hammering on. So I'm down picking, hammer on, and I'm picking down, down, sweeping. And then alternate these two when I switch. Hammer on, alternate, and then hammer on. So if you want, I would say like you got to practice that a lot. But that's why you chose the guitar, right? Because you didn't want to choose something easy. So these are cool, and you can do a lot of that. You can do a lot with a little bit. Hey. That third usually would go well into the E. Kind of a harmony there. So and you're kind of accenting that again, that flat or sharp 7 for E harmonic. Again, I'm not very good with the whole like number thing, but hopefully that's right. I just know it sounds metal. And I'll resolve to that to start your riff again. And the second time I transition, I'm going to do that same phrasing, but I'm going to start it a string higher. So you originally did it. I'm just going to start this from the D string on the 8th fret to 5, 7, 4 on that same thing. Pull off, pull off. That same technique. Pull off. This is where my turnaround comes in. So far what we got is this. Turnaround is going to be A, which is the 5th fret on the top string, and I'm going to do a power chord. So power chord is a consistent shape on the guitar if you're like 5. Chances are if you're doing this, you know this, so I don't know why I'm explaining it. But in case you're just perusing, we have 5, 7, 7. So no matter where you move this shape, as long as you keep it at least on this string, you can move it anywhere. Right? Not that you should move it everywhere, as you just saw. So anyway, your turnaround is going to be A, 7th fret. I'm just calling it G as to be in standard tuning because I don't know what the notes are like this. And then open. 3 power chord. And this one I'm using, most metalheads will use open string 2 and 2, and I'm barring that with just my 1 finger. Right? And then I'm going to actually pull off before I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So my rhythm's 1, 2 and 3 and I'm doing a pull off with all of these. So this would be an F in standard tuning. So we have 1, 3, 3 on that first one. I don't know, do a pull off. So I have 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can kind of see how, again, I'm doing that open to close palm muting on the right hand. Now this one's weird because in the tabs, technically, I have a dotted quarter note because I'm getting this like long, long, short, like sort of a clave style where it should be like 6 16th notes next to each other. 6 16th notes duration for that, and then 1 beat. So it adds to 4, but I'm doing. And I don't really know how to tap that out in Guitar Pro because it took way too long. So you heard it here. So what you're going to do from here is your transition, starting from that 7th fret, and you're going to hammer on to the 10th fret, pull off. So I'm only hitting the string 1 time. I'm hammering on, pulling off. And then I'll actually pull off again for that open A string. And the cool, so if you look at this, where this note ends is where I'm going to make the same spacing. So for these diminished kind of minor third things, though you're usually 3 frets away, but if you kind of lock in the tails, you can keep it harmonic or harmonious with each other. So I have this. These 3, so I'd have 7, 10, 7, 4, 7, 1, 4, 1. But you'll hear it's not exactly like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, da, da, da. Because I wanted to have this blues metal thing, right? Last Bluesbender, master of all the elements. So. So it's almost 4 notes over like a note and a half. 8 notes over 3 beats. Yeah. And this one is just 16th notes. That's my turnaround because I want to give that tension. So just one more time all the way through. And one thing with these is I'm actually hitting the A and the 7 together too, that octave. and that's your riff. So that has been the Bluesbender riff. If you have any other questions on the guitar or want to hear a specific style, ask questions and ask for certain techniques that we can use within the 12 bar. New 12 bars every Monday on the Grancis Guitar channel. So, because my job here is to help you make more music than excuses. For private lessons, please check the link below. And if you want to know how I use the 12 bar, or you wondering what the fundamentals of the 12 bar are, how you can make better harmonies and learn these scales like I do, then check out the No Bars Held guitar course. That being said, I'll see you next week. If you like, subscribe, or die. And I will see you next week for part 2 of The Last Bluesbender. Namaste.
Make music or make excuses.